My name is Sharon Shapiro and I am a Program Support Specialist with CJE SeniorLife. In today's video, we are going to learn how to shop on Instacart. Instacart is an online grocery delivery service, and you can shop on Instacart either through the Instacart app or on the Instacart website. Before we get started, I want to point out that there is a printable list of steps that you can use to follow along with this video. So you might want to pause the video right now and go print out this printable list of steps at www.cje.net/cyberclub and come back with the list and a pen, and then you can take notes as we go along. So why don't I give you a moment to do that, and we can all meet back again here in a minute. Okay, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to go over first how to download the Instacart app from your smart device. That's either a smartphone or a tablet. We'll also go over how to get on Instacart through the Instacart website on a desktop or laptop computer, depending on how you're going to be shopping on Instacart. We'll also compare the app and the website. They look very much the same and work very much the same, but there's a few differences, and we'll point those out. We'll also learn how to choose or change our account settings. Things like adding in payment information or the delivery address that you want to use. We'll show you how to do that and where to do that. We'll also, of course, show you how to shop on Instacart, how to search for a specific grocery item, or how to scroll and browse or shop by department. And of course, we'll also show you how to add items to your shopping cart. Then we'll go over the whole checkout process, and that's where you can choose your delivery time and day. You can give instructions to your shopper, and you can also make any last minute changes that you need to in your address or payment information. And you can also add a tip for your shopper. We'll go through all of those steps. And finally, I'll show you what the updates are that you're going to receive on your smartphone when your shopper begins shopping. You will be getting all sorts of alerts, and you'll know exactly when to expect your groceries. If there's any issues or problems because they can't find something, you'll get an alert there, and you'll be able to look at your order and just see everything. So we're going to go over everything from start to finish, from getting on the Instacart app or website to receiving your order and all the communication and updates associated with it. So let's get started now. So the first thing we need to do to shop on Instacart on a smartphone or a tablet is to download the Instacart app. Now, if you have an iOS device, which means if you have an iPhone or an iPad, then you will go into the App Store to search for the Instacart app and install it on your phone or tablet. If you have an Android device, then you are going to go into the Google Play Store and install the Instacart app from there. So since I am on an Android device, I am going to go into the Google Play Store, and I'm going to tap on the Play Store app. And once I'm in the app, I'm going to tap into that search bar on the top. Just tap with my thumb, and then I'm going to begin searching for Instacart. And I'm going to choose the first option. And now I am in the area where I can install the Instacart app. And Instacart has that carrot logo, so I know I'm in the right place. And all I need to do is tap that install button that's on the upper right side. And I'm just going to tap that with my thumb, and the Instacart app will begin installing on my phone. Once the Instacart app is installed, I'm just going to tap on that open button, and the Instacart app will open for me. And this is where I can either log in if I have an existing account, or I can get started if I'm brand new. If I tap get started, I can choose to enter in an email address and then it will prompt me to create a password, or I can choose to continue with a Google account or continue with Facebook. If I tap the login button, it's saying that I can log in with an existing email address and password that I've already created from before, or again, I can continue with an existing Google account or an existing Facebook account. So I am going to tap on Continue with Google, and that will allow me to log into the Instacart app. Once you have installed and opened the Instacart app on your smartphone or tablet, you can now go into your account details and add in new details or make changes or view your account activity. So all you need to do is go to the top of the screen where it says View Account and just tap on it. So I'm just going to tap on View Account with my thumb, and it opens up a menu where you have different options. And the first option is a place to see your orders. And if I tap your orders, for me, because I haven't ordered anything on this account, it's going to say you haven't placed any orders yet. But had you placed orders, you would see a record of them here, which is really kind of helpful to have all in one spot. Now, if I want to go out of this menu, I can just tap on that green arrow that's pointing to the left. And I'm back on the main page, and I'm going to tap View Account again. And the second option is for Instacart Express. So I'm going to tap there. Instacart Express is a membership service. And with Instacart Express, you can enjoy free deliveries on any and all orders above $35. You'll have no surge pricing, and you can save even more during peak delivery hours. Surge pricing is when you're trying to place an order for delivery during very popular times, and Instacart will lower and raise their delivery charges accordingly, whether it's a really popular time or not popular time. But with Instacart Express, you always have free delivery. And you can also shop from multiple stores and get free delivery on the whole order. Otherwise, you would be paying the delivery fees for each store separately, which can add up. Now, Instacart Express does offer a free 2-week trial for their service. So if you're new to Instacart and you want to do the free 2-week trial, then you can get delivery on orders over $35 for that 2-week time period. And then you have the option to continue or not. There are 2 different kinds of Instacart Express memberships. One is for $99 for the whole year, and the other one is pay as you go for $9.99 a month. And so you can choose either or, but I want to make it clear that you do not need to be an Instacart Express member in order to shop using the Instacart app. Just be aware that you will be paying additional delivery fees. Now I'm going to tap on that green arrow again at the very top, and I'm going to go back into that menu once more. The third option on the account settings menu is Add Promo Code. So I'm going to tap Add Promo Code. And it's telling me I haven't redeemed any promo codes yet. A promo code is like a discount code or a coupon code. And so if you have received any Instacart promo codes, maybe from a friend referral, or sometimes Instacart Express will send them to you in the email as a promotion, then this is the place where you can do it. And you just tap Redeem. And it's going to ask you to enter the promo code that you have. And then you would tap on Save to save it. There's another place in the shopping cart when you're checking out where you have a chance to enter in a promo code. So you don't have to enter it here. You can also enter it when you're checking out. But if you want to do it ahead of time, this is another place where you can enter your promo code. So I'm going to tap cancel since I don't have one, and then I'm going to tap on that back green arrow again. I'm going to go back into the account menu. Now, the fourth item on the list is your account settings. When you tap the option for your account settings, which I'm going to do, I'm tapping my thumb onto your account settings, it will open up a menu where you can add or adjust your account settings. So the first one is your basic account information. I'm going to tap on that, and that is a place where you can, again, you can change the email address associated with your Instacart account. You can set a password or a new password. I'm going to tap on that green back arrow button. The second one is to add in personal info. So I'm tapping there, and that's where you would enter in your first name, your last name, and your cell phone number. You want to have a cell phone number on your account information for Instacart because they text you information when you're done ordering and you're receiving your order, or you're waiting to receive it. They'll be texting you updates on what's going on with your order. And also, if you want the shopper to call you if there's any problems, maybe they're out of a certain item and they want to ask if you need a replacement, they will have your phone number through this app so that they can contact you and call you to see what you want to do. So it's important to provide them with a cell phone number. So I'm just going to go back up to the top and tap that green back arrow again. The third option is for addresses. So this is where you would put your delivery address, but you can add multiple delivery addresses. Maybe sometimes you want your groceries delivered at home and sometimes at the office, or you may even be traveling and either renting a home or staying with friends or family, and you can enter additional delivery addresses by tapping on that green circle with the white plus sign on the lower right side of the screen. I'm going to go back up to the top and tap on that green back arrow again. And the fourth option is to add your payment methods. So I'll tap there. And this is where you can enter your credit card information. They also take Google Pay. But if you want to enter a credit card for your payment, at the very bottom of the screen, you see that green box with white letters that say add credit card. So you would just tap there and enter your credit card information, and that's how Instacart will charge you for your groceries. So I'm going to go back to the top, tap that green back arrow. Now, the fifth option here is loyalty cards. I'm going to tap there. And you'll notice that some of the stores that are available to have Instacart delivery from are stores like Sam's Club or Costco, or there's also Petco. And these are stores where oftentimes if you want to shop there, you will have an existing loyalty card membership card. So you would want to add those membership cards to your Instacart account, so that way you get those member benefits just as you would if you went to Sam's Club or Costco or Petco directly and shopped. And that way they will honor your shopper shopping on your behalf. They'll honor your membership benefits, and that could provide you with some significant savings depending on the store. So if you do have a membership at one of these stores, then feel free to just tap on the add button, and it will ask you for the card number, and you just tap save to save it, and so that will be saved. And anytime you do choose to shop at one of these stores through Instacart, you won't lose any of your membership benefits. So I'm going to go up to the top and tap the green back arrow. Then the next option is notifications. I'll tap there, and this is how you would like to be notified when there's updates to your order. And you can send push notifications. They'll show up on your phone. You can send a text message, an SMS message. you can choose to always have your shopper call you before checkout, or if it's off, this option, they will only call if there are any changes, or again, if there's any issues with the order. And if you want to receive notifications about sale items or anything like that, then you can also choose to choose that as well. And when it's gray, the button is off and you won't be receiving notifications. When it's green, that means you have that notification setting turned on. And all you need to do to turn it from off to on, I'll tap on the sales and promotions and push notifications. Just tap. And now it's green and it's on. It says my preference was saved. But if I want to turn it back off again, I just tap. And now it's off. Now I'm going to use that green back arrow and go back. And the other options are I can log out if I choose to do so, but I don't need to, and it's just showing that I'm shopping from the United States. And that's the account settings menu. Now I'm going to hit the back button and go back to the main page. Once you have your account settings the way you want them to be, it's time to go shopping. So now we're back on the main page of the Instacart app. And as I mentioned, there's different sections to the page. And the first section up at the very top, if you tap on it, it says sales. And you're going to get to a page where Instacart is highlighting different sale items at various stores. And you can browse through all of the different products that are on sale at these different stores by simply tapping the screen with your thumb and swiping up. And so when you slowly swipe up like this, you're able to scroll through all of the selections. And it's showing me all the different options, and Gordon Food Service is the last one. If I wanted to see the individual sale items at any given store, I could simply just tap on the store name and go there to see those options. If I want to scroll back up again, I tap with my thumb on my phone screen and I swipe down. Now I'm going to tap on that green back arrow at the very top where it says sales. I'm going to tap that arrow to go back to the main page again. And I'm going to show you the next section, which is shopping in 60645 zip code, which is my zip code. Again, if your zip code is different, then you can put your correct zip code in there. If you've entered in delivery addresses, then it would automatically populate with the zip code that's attached to your delivery address that you added on in your account settings section. But if you wanted to change manually for any reason, you could just tap on that area shopping in 60645 and you can change the zip code, and it will show you the selection of stores that are available because it changes based on your location. The next thing that I want to point out on the app is the listing of stores that are available to you based on your zip code. When you're shopping, the first stores that are going to pop up, if you have used the Instacart app before, are the ones that you previously shopped at. However, if you scroll down a little bit farther, again, tap with your thumb and swipe up, you can scroll through all of the stores that are available in your zip code. And I just want to point out that beneath each store name, it will say delivery, or it will say delivery and pickup, like right here at the Fresh Market. And there might even be some stores that say just pickup. And that's showing you the options that you have when receiving your groceries. For some stores, you can only get your groceries delivered. There are some stores that also provide a pickup option. So you will order your groceries and pay for them on the app as you would for delivery, but instead of choosing a delivery time to have them brought to your home or wherever you choose, you will choose a pickup time. And then you can go over to the store and you will let them know what time you're going to come or what time is convenient for you to come and pick them up. And they will bring your order out to you. And then I'm going to tap on Food for Less so that we can go into the Food for Less store and see what it looks like to shop at one of the grocery stores on Instacart. Now that we have chosen our store, Food for Less, we're going to learn the different ways that you can search for items and add them to your cart. Now, I just want to point out right away that if you accidentally tapped in the wrong store, it's not a problem. At the top of the screen, you'll see that it says Home, and there's a little arrow pointing upward. If I tap that Home button with my thumb, I'm back where I started. So now I'm out of Food for Less, and I can go and choose the store that I meant to choose. It's very easy to go back. And if I want to go back into Food for Less again, just tap on Food for Less, and I'm again back where I started. You also have the option, I just want to point out, underneath that top area where it says Home, Food for Less, and underneath there it's showing me, underneath Food for Less, it's showing me delivery in 60645. I can tap there to change the address that's on there. So there's different ways that you can change your delivery address from your account settings when you're inside of a store. Also, we'll see during the checkout process that you can change your address there too. So there's many different opportunities to choose a different area where you want to shop. So if you pick the wrong address, the wrong zip code, you can change it here. I'm just going to tap the X in the upper left corner to get out of that menu. So here we are at the main page for Food for Less, and all of the stores are organized the same way in Instacart. So it doesn't matter which store you're in. They'll all have these basic ways that you can shop, search for groceries, choose groceries, and add them to your cart. The first way is using the search bar. So you'll see kind of the upper half of the screen, search Food for Less in a white box. It's got a little magnifying glass on the left. If you tap there, you can search for items. So I searched for bananas. And you see all of these different options for bananas or banana flavored things. So say I want to add the first banana for 20 cents onto my cart. You'll notice that all of these products in the upper right side have a circle with a plus sign in it. All you need to do is tap on that plus sign, and it's adding one of those items to the cart. Now say I tapped on it by mistake. There's the green trash can to the left of the number. Tap there and it's gone. Say I want to add a bunch of items. You tap the plus sign. You tap the plus sign again as many times as you want to. Add as many of them to the cart as you'd like. And you just keep going from there. And if you're done, if 5 is the number, then you can tap out of it. And you'll see it says 5 in green. So you know that you have 5 bananas there. I can tap on that green circle with the 5, and if I don't want it or I want less, I can tap that minus sign on the left, tap, tap, and it's taking away each time I tap one item. And I can delete it all together. It's very easy to adjust the number of things that you want, and if you want to delete it all together, just through that plus sign. Now, there's another way that I can do this too. Obviously, a banana is a banana, but say I want more information about an item. So let's see, I'm just going to go into the item below, the Chobani low-fat Greek yogurt strawberry, but it's strawberry banana, which is why it came up. If I tap on the image, it's going to open up a little bit more of a detailed record for that item. So I don't know if I wanted maybe a tiny bit more information. How much does it cost per ounce and all of that. If I want other suggested products to that, maybe other Chobani flavors. It's giving me suggestions that people often buy these items when they buy the Chobani yogurt. And further down, it's giving me nutrition facts about the item. And then if you see at the very bottom, you still have the minus sign and the plus sign where you can add and subtract. But you also have this add to cart, which then you would tap that to actually add the item to your cart. Now that we're back at the main page again, the other way that you can easily browse and shop, adding things to your cart, is just by doing that little scroll method that we talked about, where you just tap your thumb on your screen, whether it's your phone or your tablet, the touch screen, tap your thumb and swipe up. And then you can also tap your thumb on the screen and swipe down to go back up again. So as we scroll down the page, you'll see that the page is divided up into types of items. And the first area is for coupons. Basically, it's the sale items. And so if you're interested in browsing all of the sale items currently at Food for Less on their Instacart app, then you can scroll sideways. So I'm tapping and pushing left. But I can also tap View More. And now I am looking at all of the items that are on sale. I'm seeing the fuller views, and they're divided up even further by biggest savings and the type of item, like produce, which is on sale, and deli. You can keep scrolling up and down. And this is the sales category or the coupon category. I'm going to tap that green back arrow on the upper left side again. So this is what you can do for every section. You can scroll down. It's showing popular items here. Or I can actually go into the produce category by clicking View 100 plus more items. And then I'm only getting all of the produce items that way. So all the categories are on the main page if you just swipe all the way down. So, and as we talked about, adding items to the cart is very easy. Just simply tapping on the plus sign and choosing as many as you like. So this might be low in stock or something. So yes, it is. So it's giving me this message, which is really nice, so that I know that it's an item low in stock, and I may need to choose a substitute if I pick it. So that's a nice feature. And now it's saying that I've added it to my cart. Now I'm just going to delete it. So the last option that I would like to show you for how you can browse for groceries and add items to your cart is to go to the bottom of the app page, where there's 4 different buttons or areas that say Shop, Explore, Savings, and it's cut off a little bit, but it says Your Items. And right now we're on the Shop page. So if you see that Shop button to the far left on the bottom of the screen, it's green because that's where we're currently at. You can choose among those different buttons or areas, and it will allow you to browse the Instacart app in different ways. So I'm going to tap the Explore button right next to Shop, just to the right of it. The Food for Less store is broken down into broad departments. It's very nicely laid out. And again, you can scroll by tapping the screen and swiping upward to see what all of the different department areas are. So if I tap on the produce department, for example, it's going to take me into the area with all of the different produce, and I can tap and swipe to browse by going down the page. I can also do that side-to-side browsing where I tap and swipe left, tap and swipe right in the different sections. I can add items to my cart from anywhere that I am by tapping on the plus sign and adding, and taking away by tapping the minus sign or the garbage can. Just tapping and swiping up. I can also choose to view more, however many more items there are. And here's a banana again under fresh fruits. I can tap on the individual items to find out more information or more details. And from that more detailed view, I can tap and swipe up to see more information and related products. At the very bottom, once more, I can tap on the plus sign to add more bananas, or tap the minus sign to take away, and then I tap to add those items to the cart. So I'm just going to go back up to the top again and tap the green back button, that arrow. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to tap again on the top green arrow so that I'm back at that main Explore page. But this is just another way to browse, and it makes it very simple, breaks everything down by category. Now, going back to the bottom of the screen, the button next to Explore is called Savings. So once again, that is your coupon or sales area. So I'm going to tap Savings. And this is another way to shop all of the items that are currently on sale, in this case in Food for Less, because that's the store we're in. Now, right to the right of Savings, along the bottom there, going back to those bottom 4 buttons, there's Your Items. That's the one where the word got cut off a little bit. I'm going to tap there. Now, just like when we were at the account details page where you can view to check your orders, and it was empty because I didn't make any orders on this account. Same thing here. This area is where you would see a history of items that you've previously ordered, and I don't have a history right now, but you would be able to look at all of the items that you ordered and easily add them back to your cart again. So it's sort of like shopping from a previous shopping list that you've already used. And a lot of us tend to order the same things quite often. And so it just makes it very easy to go in and re-add previously ordered items into your cart. So you might just be able to skip the whole browse and shop feature altogether if you know exactly what you want and you kind of order the same things over and over again. So I'm now going to tap the shop button, bottom left side. I'm just going to navigate back to the main page that way. Once you're finished shopping, you want to check out. So in order to do that, you need to go into the checkout area. And you can do that by going to the upper right hand corner of the Instacart app page. And you'll see a green button, and it's got a little white shopping cart, and it's got a number there. For me, it's 11, with the number of items that you added to your cart. So all you do is you tap with your thumb real quickly on that button. And now you are in a sort of order summary page. So it's telling me right now that I've shopped at Food for Less, that my subtotal is $39.89. It's telling me that the next delivery available is within 2 hours, which is wonderful. And then I've got a whole list of the items that I ordered, which I can scroll through by tapping with my thumb and swiping up so that I can look at the entire list if I choose to, or I can tap with my thumb and swipe down to go back up to the top again. And I can change things in this list as well. If you look at the first one for the halos, the California halos, I can tap on remove if I want to get rid of it. I can tap on that number 1 and change the number of items that I want. So I can increase it, and I also can delete it. And I also can tap on the instructions and give individual instructions to my shopper. You know, maybe I could say something like, if these look overripe, don't buy, or whatever I would want to say. But for each item, you can give individual instructions to your shopper. So you can do all of that here. If I'm satisfied with everything as it is, I can go to the bottom of the page and it says go to checkout in that green banner, and I'm just going to tap there. Now this go to checkout area, this is where I can choose my different options for delivery. So right now I've got my address set how I want it, but if I wanted to change it, I would just tap there. I could tap the address or tap that little downward arrow on the right side. Just tap, and you see it's pointing up now. And I can add a new delivery address, or I can edit the address that's in there now by tapping on that little pencil on the right. But if I'm happy with it, I can just tap again, and it's saved. Whatever there is currently, it's saved. And now I'm going to go to the next option, which is where I choose my delivery time. So I can tap there. And the default right now is delivery within 2 hours because that happens to be available at this time. So I can keep that. Or if I wanted to choose a different delivery day, I can again do that sideways scroll where I tap and then swipe left, and it's going to give me other days to choose from. And I can tap and swipe to the right to go back again. And so I can tap on any other day if I'd like to. Like I'll tap Thursday, May 28th, and it's giving me different times. Now I want to point out that it's saying free delivery for me because I did the Instacart Express trial. And if I was either not A, in the Instacart Express trial, or B, not a paid Instacart Express member, it wouldn't be saying free here. It would be giving me the delivery fee that it would cost right about now. And again, that varies depending on popularity times. If it's busy now or not busy now, they'll charge a little less or more for delivery. But it's only saying free because I'm part of Instacart Express. If I wasn't, it would say $3.99 or $7.99 depending on the time of day. So I just want to point that out. I can choose more times if I want to click on more times. You see in green at the bottom. But I'm just going to go back to today, May 27th, and I'll keep it as is to deliver within 2 hours. And I'm tapping on it again to close it. All right, so I have my address set. I've got my delivery time set. After that is delivery instructions. So I'm going to tap on delivery instructions. Now, if I have any special instructions that I want to type out, I can tap in this box where it says add delivery instructions, and that's optional, but it'll pull up my keyboard, and then I can say something like leave groceries on my front porch, or leave groceries on my back porch, or ring the bell, whatever I'd want to say. And I want to take note that the default right now is to leave groceries at your front door. And a lot of people are choosing this because of the health issues that are happening right now, and they would rather have a contactless interaction with their shopper. So the default is to leave your order at your front door. And you can choose to do it that way or not. You would just tap to check it, tap again to uncheck it. But if it's unchecked, that means that they won't leave until they get a hold of you because they want to be responsible and not just leave your groceries if you're not expecting them. So if you want them to leave it, then tap or leave it checked, and you can give your instructions again. Leave it at my front door. You could tell them which door, or you can say ring my bell so that I know that you've left my groceries there, and just continue that way. So once you've done with your delivery instructions, then you just tap continue. And now it's going to ask you to put in your mobile phone number. Now, if you already put your mobile phone number into your account settings, that should be pre-populated, but since I didn't, I would have to enter in some type of phone number. Now I'm not entering in my mobile phone number, but I'm going to add in the main CJE senior line because we're just pretending right now. And I'm going to put in my name. And then you need to add in a payment method. And you can either use Google Pay or add a new payment method. And again, if you had already entered your credit card information in your account details, this would be pre-populated, but since we didn't, here's the other opportunity where you can add in a credit card as well. And you would just save that information and move on. And then it gives you, again, a summary of the 11 items that I ordered, or however many items you placed in your cart. And then it gives you the option to leave a tip, and that is for your shopper. So you can choose a 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, or any amount that you choose. And they want you to know that 100% of the tips do go to the delivery person, and the tips are optional. And you can also have the opportunity to change your tip amount after your delivery. Okay, and then here is a breakdown of the charges. The subtotal is $39.89. Again, my delivery is free because I'm in the middle of my free trial. Service fee also is reduced, I think, because of the Instacart Express trial that I'm doing. And the service fee helps support Instacart's platform and covers a broad range of operating costs, including insurance, background checks, and customer support. Express members enjoy a reduced service fee. And then, of course, the sales tax. And so the total is $44.05. And at the bottom here is the other place where you can add a promo code. Again, when we were doing the account settings, there was a place to redeem promo codes there. And right before checkout and placing your order, here's the other spot where if you have a promo code, you can add it. And that's, again, it's a discount code that you would just type in there. And then when you were done, you would just tap on place order. And that would be it as far as ordering goes. Everything would then be set in motion, and your shopper would be notified, and they would head over to the store closer to the time of your delivery, and then you would start getting notifications that they've started shopping, and you get notifications when they were done shopping. If you had put in that they should call you before checkout, they would call you before they checked out, or to call with any problems or questions, they would call with those. And you would then, once they left the store, get an estimate for how long it's going to take them to be at your house to deliver the groceries. And then when they drop the groceries off, you would be notified that the groceries have been delivered, and there would be an opportunity to be able to adjust your tip or take a little survey about your experience. Now that we've shopped on the Instacart app, let's shop on the Instacart website and see some of the differences and see some of the similarities. So I am now on my laptop. I went up to the URL search bar and searched for Instacart. I could either click on this selection from this drop-down menu, or I could, again, hit that enter key on my keyboard, and it will take me to the main Instacart webpage. Now that we are on the main Instacart webpage, we can log into an existing account. And we also have the opportunity to create a new account if we'd like to. So I can add in an address or zip code if I just wanted to browse what stores were available in my area. Or I can log in, and I'm going to just highlight. I can log in right here. And again, if you see my mouse going from an arrow to a pointy hand, that's a clickable link to log in. And also up here on the right hand side, you see that green button, that's another login button. So I can click either place. So I'm going to click to log in. You can either log in with an existing account or continue with Facebook or continue with Google. And I'm going to choose continue with Google. Okay, so one thing that you'll notice is that if you log in to Instacart, whether that's on the app or whether that's on the website, if you're logging in with the same account information, it saves your information. And so because I was shopping on Food for Less on the Instacart app, it's bringing me to Food for Less on the website as well. So let's go back one screen over though, because let's go back just to the beginning just to see what it looks like. If I click on stores right here in the upper left side, I'm going to get to the main page or the home page, kind of like we saw in the app, where it's showing me the stores that I have available to me in the 60645 area code. And just as we saw in the app, although we had to scroll down a sort of narrower list, they were showing one store at a time because your smart device is a lot smaller, the screen is smaller. Now I've kind of got things spread out a little bit better. But each store has options underneath right here, and I'm just pointing with my mouse, for delivery or for pickup. Some just have delivery. The other thing here is delivery or pickup. You can choose up here delivery options, or if I just click with the left mouse pickup options, it will show me all of the different stores that have pickup available. So I just wanted to point that out. But I'm going to go back and click on delivery, and let's go into Food for Less again, just so that we can go into the same store and you can see what it looks like. So once again, in this area here, we have the search bar. And interestingly, it's even saved my searches that I searched for in the app for bananas. So I can search for a specific item in this area right here. And there we go. Here are all the bananas and the banana flavored yogurts and the things that we saw in the app. And adding items to the cart by clicking. I can click it again to add more. I can click that minus sign to take away. I can click the garbage can to say, nope, don't put that in there. I can click on the item itself, on the image, so that I get a more detailed view of the item. Now here you can see that instead of the add to cart being at the bottom of the screen like it was on the app, it's near the top. It's just right to the side of it, so it's a little bit easier to see. And I can always view my cart also from inside of this view as well. And I can add, add a custom amount, add more bananas, whatever I want to do. And I can go up here on this X to just get out of the screen. I want to point out these three, they're not buttons, but these three areas. Let me click here on home. And clicking on that home button takes me back to the home page of the store. And if you remember in the app, there were 4 different buttons for the main page of the store, and exploring, and savings or sales, and then there was a place where you can look for your orders. Here on the website, we have these 3 different areas. So the home button takes you to the main page of the store. Then the departments area is next, and it should show us this nice menu of all of the different department options. And then we have the savings menu right here. And that's where all of the sale items and special coupon items are. Okay, so those are where those 3 areas are. I'm going to go back to the home page again. And once again, on the far right, I'm going to click with the left side of my mouse, left click with the mouse onto the scroll bar button here. And I'm going to drag it down. And you see those same categories as you browse downward. Same kind of categories that you can shop at. And you can also use these arrow keys here, this right arrow key, to browse and scroll sideways through each department or each category. So you can click there and you'll get a side scroll view of all the different items. And like the app, you can view more items, however more there are to view, and you'll go into the fuller section. In this case, it would be the pantry section. But I want to point out the account information in the upper right corner. This is where you would look at your account information. So I'm just going to click there. And here are all of those different options that we had in the app, where you can adjust your account information, you can view your previous orders, and quickly order items from that area as well. You can add in promo codes and group carts. So group carts are a way that, say you are a group of coworkers and you all want to go shopping and you all would like to place an Instacart order and have it delivered to your office, but each of you is paying separately and each of you wants to keep your order separate from the other. These group carts are a way that you can do that. Also, if you have neighbors, people that are in the same location, you want to try and consolidate your shopping orders, you can do that together. You can buy a gift card to Instacart right here. You can sign up for Instacart Express, and then it's giving you more information on how Instacart works, and you can log out. There is a help section here that you can click to get help on different topics if you have any questions. And again, I'm going to click that right scroll bar and drag down while I'm holding my mouse down. Okay. So any of these subject areas, you can search for a particular topic, or you can scroll down, and that's where you can get assistance and help. And in the upper right hand corner again is your shopping cart. Same way it was in the app. So I'm going to click on the shopping cart, but right at the bottom here you see this green banner and it says go to checkout. And again, I can click on go to checkout, and all of these same options with the address, set your address for delivery, choose your delivery time, delivery instructions, and your mobile number, your name, payment information, a summary of your items, and then it's giving you the subtotal, service fee, tax, your delivery fee would be in there, and here is the place where you would set your tip and the total. Here's where you can add your promo code, and you would click place order over here. Looks very much the same as it does in the app. And if you're wondering what that thing is in the corner, it's a separate coupon app that checks different store websites. It's called Honey, but that's not the point of this video. And if you want to go back to choose a different store right in this area, you can click, and then you'll go back to the place where you can pick a different store to shop at and start all over again. The last thing I would like to show you is the kind of notifications you can expect to receive via text message once your order has been placed and your shopper has begun to shop. you'll be getting text messages that look a lot like these. It'll say something like, "Good news, your delivery should arrive today between whatever amount of time it is, in this case 11:15 a.m. to noon." And they'll usually give you the name of your shopper, which is their first name and the first letter of their last name, and they'll tell you that they just started shopping, and you'll be notified if there's any changes that need to be made, and they'll let you know how they're going to handle any perishables. And so you'll get a couple of notifications like this. There'll usually be an opportunity, as there is here, to have a link to your order, so you can tap on that and just double check that everything in your order is going okay. Now, in this case, it's saying that my Costco order is on the way. This is an older order that I placed, and I chose to shop on Costco on Instacart. So that's why it's saying that the Costco order is on the way and telling me about what time it would be due to arrive. And yeah, just expect more messages like this. Now, you'll see here that it said that my shopper had left the order at my front door based on my instructions, because I instructed them to leave it at the front door. And I'll have another opportunity here if I want to tap on any of these links to give my shopper a rating, to tip them extra, and give my comments if there's anything that I think that they should know. So one thing I want you to be clear on is that your shopper or your driver should not be asking you for any additional funds directly. If you've tipped them already and you've already paid for your order, they should not be asking you directly for an additional tip. But if you do feel that they deserve extra, or if you're not happy, you can change the amount of your tip here. Also, if you ask them to leave your groceries at the door and not bring them inside, then you should be prepared to then be able to bring or carry your groceries into your home or apartment, or have somebody who's already in your home to assist you, especially if you have perishables. So I like to bring my groceries in as soon as possible. And this is essentially the kind of communication that will close out your Instacart shopping experience. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you found the video helpful and that you will be able to shop with confidence, whether on the Instacart app or on the Instacart website. For more videos like this one, please go to www.cje.net/cyberclub.